Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video here we successfully complete our student monthly fee, right? So now there have the similarity again we have to do. I want to create another one that is student exam fee. So here, as I told you friend, that will be just like that same. So that means our main concept will be just like that same. Only here we have to change little bit for our exam fee. So that is our monthly fee we have successfully complete, right? So now for the exam fee, first of all I want to create one of the menu. I want to create one of the menu in our student management. So if you want to do that work in our sidebar, now first work right now we don't need this, better I close everything. Okay, I close everything. Now we'll actually copy everything from the monthly fee controller, and that is our sidebar. Into the sidebar, our first work is we have to add one of the menu. I simply add one of the menu and I just name it as a exam. Okay, I name it as a exam fee. So this type of one of the menu will be needed, and also I want to create one of the route. So our route will be as a exam. I name it. I only want to actually change it monthly to the exam, so that will be our route. Okay. So now if you go to your web route, into the web route, better I copy it. I copied for our exam fee, that will be also needed the tree route. So I make it as the exam fee routes. Okay. So our first work is we have to create this route. I copy this route and now go to our web route. In our web route, so into the web route, our view, first of all we have to load our view page, right? So that is our exam fee view, and also better I want to create another controller for the exam fee controller. So if you go open it, I have created before as a monthly fee controller. So now I want to create another one. I want to create another one as exam. Okay, exam fee controller. So that will be our controller. Now I click as a enter. Now here you can see our controller created successful. That means in our backend, that is our student folder, right? So now go to there, procedure will be just like that same. Into the backend, that is a student folder, and that is our exam fee controller, right? So our first work is we have to support it in our web. So into the web, I want to support it first. So that is also into the same folder. I copy it and then I paste it. And after that, that will be as the exam fee controller. I copy it so into the student. So that will be our exam fee controller. Now we can actually use this exam fee controller. So now I copy it, and then that is portion our exam fee route. So I want to update that one. That will be the exam fee controller, right? And also our URL will be as exam fee, one of the view, and then our view page will be as a, I actually name it appropriately, then actually is very easy to update. So that is our exam fee view, right? So this type of one of the method we have to create. Better right now I want to copy everything from our monthly fee. Okay, first of all, our first work is we have to support all that our model. I copy it, and then in our exam fee here I want to support it. Okay, I support it, and then our method, our first method will be just like that same. Here I copy that method, and now in our exam fee, into the exam fee here I want to paste it. So here I simply paste it. So I have already created one of the methods. So our method will be as the exam fee view in our exam controller. Now go to our exam controller, and that will be our method, right? That is our exam fee view, right? So that will be actually our page. Here I also need that year, I need that classes, and also into the backend, that is a return view backend, into the student. Now I want to create another folder for the exam. Okay, exam fee. That will be our folder, and also I want to create one of the file will be as the exam fee underscore view. So let's first of all I want to create this folder in our student folder. Now go to our view file. That means that is our student folder, right? So into the student folder area I want to create one of the new folder and name it as the exam fee. And into the exam fee I want to create this file as exam fee view. So here I create one of the new file. Now click as a save as, and I name it as a exam fee view.blade.php. Okay friends, so that will be our page, right? So I want to actually copy everything from our monthly fee. Into the monthly fee, you open that view, I copy everything, and then in our exam fee here I paste it. That's all. Okay, so that will be not the monthly fee. Right now I want to do, I want to change it. It should be as the exam. There will be as the exam fee, right? Perfect. So now if you click as a save all, and now go there, click as a refresh. Now friend, here you can see there is another menu is added as the exam fee. So now if you click as the exam fee, yeah, it's perfectly loaded our exam fee, right? The student exam fee. So for the exam fee, I want to load our year. So all that year is perfectly loaded, the class, and also here I want to take another one because I have already created one of the table. If you go to our database, into the database, here I have already created one of the table, and you can see there is actually our table as exam type, right? So I have already created that table. I want to actually get all the data from our this exam table. And with the exam table, you can see there is a first terminal exam, second terminal exam, and third terminal exam. So as I told you friend, that will be one of the ERP software, your total school management system software, and you can see everything is interconnected. Before I have already complete every part into the exam type. If you go to your backend, into the backend, that is maybe in our student management, that means the setup management, and with the setup management, you can see that is our exam type, right? So that I have already created one of the code application for this. So that is our first terminal exam, second terminal, and third terminal. Better I want to do and to now change it. Now it will be needed. Better I want to edit it. I want to edit and I make it as appropriate name. That will be as a second terminal exam. Click as update. Perfect. So now that is our all the terminal exam, right? So now I want to do and to actually get all that our exam type data, and I want to visible it in our this page. That means in our student management, into the fee, exam fee. Here I want to load it. Okay friends, so here I want to load all that our dynamic data from our this table. That means our exam type table. So if you want to get this data, what exactly you have to do? You have to actually first of all get this data, and you have to pass it. So in our fee, that means the exam fee controller, before I take both of this, I take that is student year, I take that is student class. Now I paste it. So that will be, I name it as the exam type, exam underscore type. Okay, that will be the exam type. So if you want to get this data, first of all we have to load this model. I copy it. So I have already created one of the model for our exam type obviously. Now go to our model folder. That will be there is student shift, and that is, you can see that is our exam type. So that is the model. So with this model I want to get all the data. I copy it. So that will be our this exam type, right friends? So I support it, and now with this exam type I want to get all the data, and here I take it with this variable. I pass it in our data array. I also pass that data. So now we can able to use it in our exam fee view page. That means here I can actually use it, right? So that will be same. That is actually before I pass it our manual data. So right now that is our call 3, right? So now I want to do that will be same. I copy it. I copy that class. I copy it, and now I want to update this call 3. So there is an call 3 here. I simply paste it, right friends? So that will be as the exam type. Okay, that will be as the exam type, and I want to do and to add one of the menu will be as the exam type, or select exam type, right? And then I name it as exam underscore type, whatever you choose. So right now I may name it as exam type, and I also put ID as the exam type. And from here I pass all the data. I pass all the data with the exam type. I copy it. I think you already know. That will be our for each. Into the for each here I want to load it, right? So I name it as the exam type as exam. I name it as exam. So now with this exam I want to access our exam type table ID, and then that will be our field name as a name, right? If you go there, yeah, our field name as a name. So right now I want to do and to visible this name. So now it should be now loaded, right friends? So now if you click as a save all, and now go there and now refresh it. Yes, you can see it's now successfully updated as the exam type. So right now all the data is now loaded for the year, class is loaded, and also you can see our all the type is now successfully loaded, right friend? So right now I want to do and to actually get all the data. That is our exam. You can see spelling is mistake. So that will be actually exam, not that exam. Okay, that will be as exam fee, and then I have used it appropriately or not. That is exam type, perfect. So right now I want to get this data. That means our condition will be just like that same. Here only we have to update. First of all, that will be same. Our table will be same, and with the script here we have to update. So that will be same. Okay, that will be same. I name it here. I name it as a exam type, right? So now that is also our type. ID is a exam type. So now we have to also pass it. So now I want to pass it. That will be as a var. I take one of the variable as a exam type, and that will be our exam type. Okay, rather than you can also use it as exam type underscore ID. Right now, better I want to use it rather than you may get some of the confused with it. So that will be as exam type ID. I name it as exam type ID, and also here I have to update. So that will be as exam type ID, and I name it as exam type ID. Okay, friend. So that will be actually relative, because before I have already take all that our ERID class ID, and now that is our exam type ID. Perfect. And also here we have to pass it. That means we have to pass this exam type ID, and then our variable, I take it our variable in particular that area as a exam type ID. So I simply pass it, and rest of this will be just like that same. Okay, and now we have to get this data. If you want to get this data, we have to create one of the route. So that will be as a student monthly fee, not that monthly fee. That will be as a exam type or exam fee, whatever you choose. So right now I make it as a student exam fee in class wise date. Okay, so if you want to do that work, first of all you have to create this route. I copy this route and now go to our web route. Into the web route, that will be our second portion, right? So first of all I just simply updated this name. That means our route name. Our route name will be as a student exam fee class wise gate, and then in our exam fee, into the exam fee controller, I want to create one of the method, and also here I want to update as a exam fee, and then class wise data, that will be our URL, and then I name it not the fee, so I name it as the exam. Okay, I name it as the exam fee class data. So this type of one of the method I want to create in our exam fee controller. That means here, right? So that will be as the same. So right now I go to our monthly fee, and from here I copy everything. Okay, I copy everything. That will be the just like that same. I copy total method from to this position, and in our exam fee controller here after this I paste it. Okay, I paste it. Perfect. So our method right now, our method will be changed. Our method will be as a exam fee class data. So that will be our method. We have to create this method in our exam fee controller. So now go there, and I want to pass it. That will be as the exam fee class data. Okay, friend. Perfect. So then rest of this will be just like that same. Here we don't need to change anything. Only right now our fee category amount, right? So into the fee category amount right now, in our fee category, which data I want to take. If you go to our free category, as I told you before, that is our fee category amount. Into the free category amount, they have also one of the another foreign key of our free category. Into the free category, so that is the exam fee, right? Right now I want to get this exam fee data. Sorry, right now I want to get this exam fee data, right? So that is our exam fee data ID as a 3. So that will be our ID, right, friends? So now I want to actually get this ID. So if you want to get this ID, so that is actually our 3 ID. Now I want to change it. Our ID will be as a 3. Perfect. And after that, that is a monthly fee. So now I want to change it as an exam type fee. Okay, that will be as a exam type fee. And also here we don't need to change anything. Everything will be just like that same. Only our route, that means this route will be changed, right? So into this route area, what exactly we have to pass? We have to pass not that month. So right now I want to pass because in our exam fee here I pass it. That is our exam type ID, right? So that will be our exam type ID. I copy it. So that will be as a exam type ID, and the request exam type ID, right? So into the request I also name it as exam type ID. If you go there, see to the go here, you can see I have also passed that same name as exam type ID. Perfect. That means right now it should be redirected to our class ID, student ID, and then that is the exam type ID. Perfect. And after that I get all the data and return response.json. I think you already know about that part. So it should be get all the data and pass this data to our this view page here into the view. So it should be loaded in particular this table area with the th source and the td source, right? Perfect. So now it should be loaded on here. And also we need our payslip, and our payslip that is also one of the another route. So this route will be as a student monthly. So now I want to change it. That will be as a student exam. Okay, exam and then fee playlist. So this type of one of the route I have to create. I copy this route. Now go to our web route. Into the web route, that will be our last one, right? So that will be as a student exam fee payslip. So it will be loaded with the PDF format, and I want to change it. That will be as a exam fee and then pay, that means the payslip. And then in our exam fee controller, I want to create one of the method. Our method will be as a exam. I replace that month to the monthly to the exam fee pay, that means the payslip, right? So now we have to create this method. We have to create this method in our exam, that means the exam fee controller. So better I want to continue this process. In our next video, I will create this method and then we'll load all the our data with the PDF. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.